Assalamu alaikum. This is Supriya Roy, ID 160205-136. I am here on behalf of my teammates, ID 160205-133, 160205-137, 160205-144, 160205-151 to present the topic Comparative Analysis of Full Adder using CMOS and TZL. Nowadays, increasing demand for mobile electronic devices such as mobile phones, PDAs, and laptop computers require the use of power-efficient VLSI circuit. As power dissipation is increasing as number of transistors increases on a single chip, among all the familiar topics, we have chosen comparative analysis of full adder using CMOS and TZL because this full adder has simple structure and it has reduced power consumption in comparison to other designs. The complementary CMOS full adder is based on the regular CMOS structure with pull-up and pull-down transistors and has 28 transistors. Again, another transmission gate full adder is presented that contains 16 transistors. Among the two most conventional one is complementary CMOS full adder and advanced one is TZL full adder. As it has less transistors, so power consumption is also less. For your information, we have used symmetric pull-up and pull-down transistors to make the circuit easier. Now, I am giving the floor to Ishtiaq Ahmed to present the basic structure. Thank you.
Thank you, Supriya Roy, for giving me the scope. Assalamu alaikum, sir. I am Ishtiaq Ahmed. My ID is 160205-133. Now we are going to discuss about operation of conventional CMOS full adder and transmission gate full adder. For conventional CMOS 2080 full adder, we have implemented pull up and pull down network symmetrically because addition function is symmetric. Truth table is given below. When logic is high, NMOS is on, means pull down network active. For zero output, Cout is this and this is the equation 1 and sum is this and this is the equation 2. When logic is low, PMOS is on, means pull up network is active. For one output, Cout is this and this is the equation 3, sum is this and this is the equation 4. Here, equation 1 is equal to equation 3 and equation 2 is equal to equation 4. So pull up implementation will be same as pull down and it will be like mirror implementation. K-map of sum and carry is given below. This is the circuit diagram of conventional CMOS full adder and operation is given below. When A equal 1, B equal 0, C equal 1, P2, P4 is on and P5, P3, P1 off and N2, N3, N4 are on and N1, N5 off. So Cout prime equal 0 as no voltage pass through P junction. For same input P7, P6 are off, P8, P9 are on, N6, N7 are on and N8, N9 are off. So X equal 1. As VDD will be connected and no connection through ground. Again for same input P10, P12 are off and P11 is on, N10, N12 are on and N11 is off. So both paths are off, VDD and ground are not connected and that's why output of this will be same as X. As X equal 1, so N13 is on, P13 is off. So output of this is connected to ground. As a result, sum equals 0. As Cout prime equals 0, P14 is on, N14 is off. So carry output of this is connected to VDD and those carry equal 1. This is the circuit diagram of transmission gate full adder and operation is given below. When A equal 1, B equal 0, C equal 1, output of TG1 is 1 as A equal 1, B prime equal 1. When A equal 1, B prime equal 1 as B equal 0. So N1 is on and P1 is off. As a result, value of B prime will transmit through the NMOS. This value and output of TG1 are in OR connection wired to each other and their output M is 1. As M equal 1, P2 is off and N2 is on. So output of this inverter is 0 as M equal 1, C equal 1 and output of inverter is 0. So output of TG2 is 0 as C equal 1, P3 is off, N3 is on. So logic 0 will pass through the NMOS Here output of NMOS and TG2 both are 0 and they are in OR connection, so ultimate sum is 0. Again, output of inverter and AM are connected to TG3, so output of TG3 is 1. Input A, output of inverter and AM, all of these are connected to TG4, so output of TG4 is 0. Output of TG3 and TG4 are in wire connection, so carry output of this connection is 1. Now I am requesting Kazi Khaldur Bari to present his part.
Thank you, Ishtiaq, for giving me the scope to present. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Kazi Khalidul Bari and I will resume the presentation from here. Here, this is the schematic diagram of conventional CMOS circuit of full adder. In this diagram, there are 14 PMOS and 14 NMOS, total 28 MOSFETs. This is the layout of conventional CMOS circuit of full adder. Both schematic and layout matches, so no DRC error and no LVS error. This is the waveform result of conventional CMOS circuit of full adder. It also includes power consumption graph. As we can see from both waveform graph and truth table, for input A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1, the output carry is 1, sum is equal to 0. For input A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0, the output carry is equal to 0, sum is equal to 1. So both waveform and the truth table output exactly matches. We also calculated the power consumption, which we can see from here is 1037 nanowatt for this circuit. Now here is the schematic diagram of full adder using transmission gate logic. In this diagram, there are 8 PMOS and 8 NMOS, in total 16 MOSFETs. This is the layout of full adder using transmission gate with no DRC error and no LVS error. So both schematic and layout of transmission gate full adder matches. This is the waveform result of full adder using transmission gate logic. From both waveform result and truth table, for input A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 0, the output carry is equal to 0, sum is equal to 1. For input A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 1, the output carry is equal to 1, sum is equal to 0. Both waveform result and truth table matches. As we can see, we also calculated the power consumption for this circuit too, which is 715.7 nanowatt. Now I am handing over to Atika Nawar to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Kazi Khalidul Bari, for giving me the scope. Assalamu alaikum. I am Atika Nawar. Now I'm discussing about the performance result of our project, which is comparative analysis of full adder using CMOS and TGL. In our project, we can see that the technology parameter of both the used CMOS and TGL is 90 nanometer, where the consumed supply voltage of both the CMOS and TGL is 1.2 volt. From cadence waveform calculator, we get the power from CMOS is 1037 nanowatt and 715.7 nanowatt. Now, from layout Excel using scale, we measured the layout area, which is 128.32 micrometer square for CMOS and 85.42 micrometer square for TGL. Thus, from this performance analysis, we can state that TGL is more efficient than CMOS at any other parameter. Okay. Now I'm presenting the merits and demerits of the architecture using CMOS. The merits are The most significant advantages of this full adder is its high noise margins, which is the half of VDD and thus reliable operation at low voltages. It has lowest power dissipation of all gates. Besides, it creates lower propagation delay than NMOS. Thus, it has higher speed than NMOS. Currently, we can get computer chips operating at 4 GHz or more than that are available in the open market. Moreover, it performs large logic swing that is equal to VDD, and low voltage chips like containing 1.5 volt are now available. Okay, I'm discussing about the demerits now. As we know, CMOS full adder has 28 transistors. So, due to high number of transistors, its power consumption is high, which is the biggest disadvantage for any power system. We know that CMOS full adder is based on the regular CMOS structure with pull-up and pull-down transistors. Here, the large PMOS transistor in pull-up network results in high input capacitances, which cause high delay and dynamic power. Since the full adder using CMOS has high number of transistors, it contains large chip area and high input data. Since it has some demerits, so we have completed our project using comparatively better way. Okay, now I'm handing over to Pranesh Mojumdar to continue the presentation. Thank you.
My name is Pranesh Mojumdar. Now I am going to present the merits and demerits of the transmission gate logic circuit. First advantage of transmission gate logic circuit is it has less power consumption and delay than the CMOS circuit. It has also better performance in terms of leakage and speed than the CMOS circuit. It also consumes less chip area. It has disadvantage too. Its XOR and XNOR gate module does not give full swing outputs. So all the transistors connected to this module become slow. As a result, it requires twice number of transistors to implement the same circuit. Now we will discuss about the troubleshoot and the future scope of full adder circuit. Nowadays, in the field of electronic devices, full adder circuit has a wide range of applications. The main problem of using full adder circuit is its power consumption and delay problem. We know the more we use transistors in a full adder circuit, the more power will be consumed by it. So our purpose is to reduce the number of transistors in a full adder circuit. In this project, we use CMOS and transmission gate logic circuit to build a full adder circuit. In CMOS, there are 28 transistors, and in transmission gate logic circuit, there are 16 transistors. But now a prototype of full adder circuit has been invented which only use 10 transistors. It's also area efficient, low power consuming, and it has high speed. It is built using a 0.6 micrometer CMOS process with single polysilicon and double metal interconnection. It's also smaller than the CMOS and the transmission gate logic circuit. So it is going to be one of the smallest and most efficient adders in the near future. So here is our presentation on our project comparative analysis of full adder circuit using CMOS and transmission gate logic circuit come to an end. Thank you.